What's going on, guys? The American Gentleman here, back with another story you won't believe. So in today's story, they tried to kill Andrew Tate is the title of his newest video that he had just released. We're going to check it out and see exactly what he's talking about, see exactly who tried to kill him. And also, I'd like to thank you guys so much for all of your support. I put out a video a little while ago about Andrew Tate, and all the comment section was the most positive comments that I've ever heard from any of my comments on any of my videos for whatever reason. All the people that seem to really like Andrew Tate has been really kind to me, and for that I really appreciate you guys. I got nothing but top G comments, you know, and it kind of feels good to be appreciated. So thank you guys for making me feel appreciated with what I'm doing, because out of hundreds of videos that I've put out now, I've gotten none of the love, nowhere near as much that I got from this one video. So I really appreciate that, you guys. That shows the class that you have, even though I know the popular narrative is that the people who listen to anything Andrew Tate has to say, they're horrible, misogynistic people. But through my comment section, I haven't seen that. I've seen the other side say nothing but nasty comments, and I've had other videos, and man, I've got some nasty comments. But you know what? That's all good. I appreciate you guys coming through for me, and I'm going to continue to make content for you guys. And hopefully we'll just have a big old happy family now, won't we? So this video is very intriguing. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I'm going to start the video now. I really appreciate you guys. And right now, without any further ado, we're going to find out exactly why they tried to kill Andrew Tate and about his paranoia. Let's begin.
Isn't this nice? Look behind us, you can see the whole city of Dubai. But that's not why it's nice. It's nice because I'm in a chair and there's empty space behind me and I can relax because my perimeter has armed guards who I trust, and the area has been searched. I know that nobody's going to sneak up on me. I don't sit in chairs unless the chair is to the back. I can't sit in a room, a restaurant, with my back to people, because no matter how good you are, somebody wants you dead, and there's people walking past you all the time. 100 people walk past you and one of them decides to stab you. Are you really going to detect it? Probably not. I've told the story before about how someone tried to take my life when I was walking to a car a long time ago. And maybe I should tell it again quickly. I had a problem with this guy. We were texting back and forth, and he stopped replying to me. He never sent me a threat, which is quite an interesting dynamic for people to understand, that when someone has true intention, they don't threaten you. And then about 4 days later, I was walking to my car in a car park late at night. Typical English weather. It was a little bit wet, dark, and I heard footsteps coming fast. And as I turned to see what the footsteps was, he attempted to stab me. And that's why anyone who knows me well knows that my finger basically came off where I put the hand, took the knife instead of my neck. This is why I can't wear headphones. It's why, bro, let me stop for a second. If you wear headphones in public, you are asking to die. To me, that's like, it's like parachuting with one of the parachute strings broken. Like, you can't hear. I didn't see him coming, I heard him coming. You're just gonna walk around pumping garbage in your ears? Do you really believe the world is such a lovely place? It's insane. Anyway, so I struggle to have people behind me. I don't like it. If I go in a restaurant, I must sit in the corner. And when I sit in the corner, I look across the restaurant, I look at all these men just sitting there, doop-de-doo, laughing, drinking, people walking all around them. Very killable. I mean, sure, you can say no one wants to kill you, which is one way to look at it, but if they decided they did want to kill you, it'd be very easy to do. I like to think that even if someone wanted me dead, it would be difficult. I don't like to think that the second somebody wants me dead, it would be very easy to accomplish. But here I am with empty space behind me, and I can relax. And it's a beautiful thing. It's kind of like, people often say to me, Andrew, you know, you have all this money. What's the most expensive thing you've got? Well, the most expensive thing I've got houses worth $20 million. I got $5 million cars. I've got diamond watches worth $2-3 million each. But the true most expensive things in the world are 1, peace of mind, and 2, time. I say this, if I'm laying in bed with my girl, and she's like, oh, let's just stay in bed a few hours. I say, this is probably the most expensive activity I could undertake. Laying in bed for 2 hours without checking my phone, without working. Probably the most expensive thing I could possibly do. I'd rather go out for 2 hours and spend money, but I was working at the same time on my phone, and anybody who knows me well knows I'm always on my phone. I will make more than I spend. But sitting there without a phone for 2 hours is extremely expensive for me. But peace of mind, along with time, peace of mind is also something else that's very expensive, and it's worth so much money. I will pay unlimited money for private security. I'll pay unlimited money to make sure I have the table in the corner with my back to the wall. I will pay anything it takes to have peace of mind. I'll tell you something, when I'm in London and I'm getting a haircut, I hire out the entire barber shop. I can't sit in that chair knowing the door's unlocked with a towel over my face, knowing that someone can walk in that shop and stab me, or that one of the other people there want me dead. I can't do it. I buy the shop for an hour. It's supposed to be a 50-pound haircut. I say, here's 1,000 pounds. Close the shop for an hour, lock the door, close the shutters, cut my hair, and I leave. And I have 2 guards outside. Because peace of mind is invaluable. It is truly what matters most. And I think most people understand this, which is why a lot of people don't try to get rich, because they prefer the peace of mind of just going to work and turning their brain off and watching TV. Peace of mind is worth more to them than being rich. I needed to be rich. But now that I have unlimited money, I have to use my money to try and get my peace of mind back. I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining to the people out there. So this is lovely. This is beautiful, because I'm sitting relaxing. I'm not worried about anyone trying to kill me. I do think you get to a point in life where there's 2 things that happen when you get to a certain status in life. One, you realize how much you need lawyers. You know, when I was a brokey, I used to hear about all these lawyers getting paid all this money, and I was like, why do you need lawyers all the time? Why are rich people always saying, call my lawyer? Why do you need a lawyer? I don't have a lawyer because I was broke. When you're broke, you don't need a lawyer. You know the first thing you need when you get rich? A lawyer. Because the government comes after you, people sue you, baby mama wants more money, whatever. Talk to my lawyer. So legal fees are one thing that's going to hit you. And often something else that hits you is you realize once you get to a certain point of influence, no matter how nice a person you are, it doesn't matter if you're a normal ass pop star, doesn't matter if you're a politician, doesn't matter if you're top G. Once you get to a certain point of influence, people just kind of want you dead. You just get thousands of death threats a day. I don't get nearly as many as some other people who are less hated online. Every single pop star gets them. It's strange. The world is a very weird place. And I grew up in a world where death threats meant something. And I know that 99.9% of these death threats don't mean anything, but it's kind of crazy. My life's been eclectic. It's been an interesting life. I started at the very bottom, made it to the absolute tip top, most Googled man alive, hundreds of millions of dollars. And I'll certainly say it's better at the top. I would not change a thing about my life. But the lessons and experiences I've had when I was younger have certainly affected how I now live my life now that I'm very rich. And I feel like this Tate speech hasn't really had a lesson, so let me give you guys a lesson. If you ever see me on the street, and it's starting to happen more and more, and I look nervous, I'm not rude. If I look angry with you or short-tempered because you want a picture, I don't want to be rude. I just don't like it. Not because I don't like you, not because I don't want you to have a photo. I don't like groups of men around me I don't know. I don't like that your friend is running back and forth. I don't like I can't see all of your hands even though I'm trying. I don't like that you're close to me. I don't like any of it. I don't like it. I do my best to smile, give you your picture, etc., but I do not feel comfortable. I do not like it because of the life I've lived. And another thing, if you ever ask me or you half know me and you say, hey, can you meet my friend? My friend really wants to. No, I don't want new friends. I don't want to meet any new people, whether they're famous or not. I don't care about whatever singer invites me to his mansion. I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want new friends. I don't want people around me. I want my brother, my cousin, a woman I trust, maybe my dog, and that's it. And I want to be left the fuck alone. In my chair, by myself.
All right, guys, that was the video. How'd you feel about it? You know, just kind of sparked something to me because, you know, a lot of you guys probably can't tell because the way I'm looking right now, but years and years ago, I was involved in a lot of stuff that I didn't need to be involved in. And I actually had somebody put a gun to my head in a bad situation. These people, only details I could work out is they were in an old white car. And I'm gonna tell you, I was paranoid of every old white car I seen on the highway. You know, I was raised in a car lot, so I know my cars. But for some reason, I seen that old car, and there's just too much going on in my mind. It just wasn't firing on all cylinders. And I was completely sober in the middle of the day. It's a daylight robbery. And yeah, that made me paranoid for so long. I was peeking out my blinds like a crackhead at my house, even though this happened at my little shop thing that I had. Yeah, I mean, it was just horrible times. So I can relate. Something like that, whenever somebody tries to hurt you or has bad intentions about you, you cannot help it but to be paranoid. It's just something that just happens. You get paranoid about things. And when dealing with these certain types of people, you know what? Sometimes you can strike back, but that striking back's going to end up costing you even more in the end, because these people don't care. They don't have no good families. They don't have no love for each other. I don't know about his case, but the people that I'm talking about in particular, they're just killers. They don't care. They're children. That's why armies, they want to get young people to fight for them, just like I heard this tale about this guy named Buck Naked that would recruit naked children. He'd have them kill their own parents and follow him, and they were his soldiers, and they all go to battle fighting naked. Imagine all these young kids coming at you with AKs naked, and they just mowing you all down. I mean, the crap's crazy. And what's even more insane is that this guy who did all this violence is now the preacher for the community. And he's bringing the Hootsies and the Tootsies back together. Whoever it was, that was the two groups that was killing each other. I mean, man. So life throws you some crazy curveballs. You can be down one day, you can be up the next, and then the next day, I mean, you can be down. So, I mean, I get why Andrew's so paranoid. He's at probably the highest point he's ever going to be at. It's hard to go much higher than that. So when you're at the top, you know, in a lot of ways, there's nothing but a fall ahead of you. You're eventually going to lose everything you love. And it seems that the only thing this man cares about, I know he cares about security for himself, but Andrew, you need to make sure Tristan has full security around the clock, because he seems like him and your cousin and a good girl and a dog, that's the only four things you care about. Mostly your brother and your cousin. And without those two in your life, every single thing that you could ever possibly do or earn or be is going to be entirely meaningless. Because what's the point in anything if you don't have good family? If the people that you love at the end of the day are not there around you and they are gone, what's the point? It's hard to find one. It's hard to find one. And a lot of times God leaves us here on this planet long after the point that we see is gone. And that's a fear for a lot of people that has any type of intelligence anyways. What did you think about the story? What did you think about the video? Are you a fan? Are you a hater? Did you hate this whole thing and watch it all the way through? If you did, let me know in the comments, because you're more psycho than I am. I mean, something that I don't like, I'm not going to sit there and watch it for 20 damn minutes, that's for sure. But anyways, I love you guys, and if you don't remember anything that I've said today, I want you to remember this one thing. I'm going to pound it into your head above all else. Don't forget to be good on your way to becoming great. Thank you, and have a great day. Like and subscribe.
Give me the mean. Give me the mean. I'm right here, right now. I just want the mean.